The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
The beat! The man! You gotta beat the man! Woo!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729280. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729280. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the World Heavyweight Champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here!
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
Rusev Fudria, Rusev Machka.
I swear to God, I'm going to play that entrance theme every week until WWE gets to the point that I'm tired of seeing the same thing reiterated all the time. Constantly the idea of Rusev and Lana's real-life engagement is being thrown in our faces, and WWE have desperately had to change the storyline because of how TMZ have taken to their website with this report of how this was legitimate. A legitimate engagement between Rusev and Lana has forced them to change their creative direction. This is not the first time we've seen it, but with the amount of attention that WWE has been receiving because of what's been going on with Rusev, Summer Rae, Lana, and Dolph Ziggler, I've been forced to speak on it again. I put it on the back burner for a number of weeks because I thought it was literally irrelevant to everything else happening in professional wrestling, because, I mean, just look at what's happened over the last at least 2.5 months. The 25th anniversary of The Undertaker, a crowning of a new champion just recently at Survivor Series, and I've had to put it off on the back burner, but I put it off for far too long, and it's forced me to speak. This is ridiculous. 3-minute matches with Rusev and Ryback are really no way of putting over someone like Rusev nor Ryback. Someone who was recently Intercontinental Champion is now in 3-minute matches, making Rusev look like an absolute moron, and he doesn't need to be treated this way because he's an incredible talent. It's not his fault that TMZ posted what they did, and WWE should choose to come down hard on him. Who should we really be blaming, TMZ or Stephanie McMahon, for how ridiculous the storylines and things seem now? In WWE, we've gone all the way from a feud between Rusev and Dolph Ziggler because of Lana and Summer Rae's confliction to seeing the debut of Tyler Breeze, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why is Summer Rae even representing and in the corner of someone like Tyler Breeze? Because now they're trying to convince us that people like Dolph Ziggler and Rusev doesn't want anything to do with Summer Rae. Who in their right mind wouldn't want anything to do with Summer Rae? Who's really going to believe the fact that Dolph Ziggler wouldn't take the chance at Summer Rae if he ever was given the chance? Nobody's going to believe that, especially with the personality Dolph Ziggler's had for years. I mean, he's been with AJ, he's been with Caitlyn, he's been with Vicky Guerrero, he's been with everybody he could literally come in contact with. So why wouldn't he want anything to do with Summer Rae in 2015, with how incredibly hot she is and how amazing she is? Without a doubt, she's my favorite diva. So to try to convince us that Summer Rae does not want to have anything done with her by someone like Dolph Ziggler or Rusev is completely ridiculous and or pathetic. To me, from my point of view, as a professional wrestling journalist for a number of years, nobody is going to buy into that. I think more so people are finding it just more ridiculous that Summer Rae is now in the corner of this Tyler Breeze guy, someone who nobody knows anything about in WWE. And needless to say, I am not a fan of Tyler Breeze, which is what this storyline, because of what TMZ have posted on their news feed. You may have noticed it popping up on my Facebook page every 30 minutes on average at HEW Entertainment, or on my Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1. I am not a fan of this Tyler Breeze character. I wasn't a fan of him on NXT. I really thought he had no talent whatsoever. I think that he could amount to something special, but it's going to take a significant amount of time, and it's not going to happen tomorrow for Tyler Breeze. He's not going to be one of those instant classics. He's not one of those guys that you take a look at for the first time and you know almost instantly he's going to amount to something in professional wrestling. He's a far cry from a John Cena or Randy Orton, guys who you took one look at and knew they were going to be something in the wrestling business, and that's what this storyline between Dolph Ziggler and Rusev, Summer Rae, and Lana has amounted to. There's a total of 5 individuals involved in this fuck-up in professional wrestling, and I think we really should be blaming people like Triple H and Stephanie again one more time for this incredible fuck-up, which everybody is noticing. It's not like they can kayfabe how much they fucked up with this storyline, because they have fucked up an incredible amount with this storyline, which seems to be going nowhere in WWE. Who really cares what happens between Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze as they try to get one up, play a game of one-upsmanship between Summer Rae and Dolph Ziggler, which is really pathetic, with Tyler Breeze defeating Dolph Ziggler or winning individual matches. Then Dolph Ziggler comes out and gets screwed over by either Tyler Breeze or Summer Rae making the interruption in the match. I mean, really, it's just a way of putting over someone like Tyler Breeze. It's not really putting over Dolph Ziggler or Summer Rae. This is a storyline that nobody will be paying attention to if not for TMZ.com. That's what's really made this storyline into something special. And this is what this storyline could have amounted to. If TMZ had not posted anything on their website, it could have amounted to something even more incredible for someone like Summer Rae, because she was getting a lot of attention for the confliction with Rusev and Dolph Ziggler. It was just amazing seeing what they were doing with the storyline creatively for Summer Rae. She could have amounted to something special, just as Lana could have, just as Rusev could have, or just as Dolph Ziggler could have, because Dolph Ziggler Ziggler was always something special in WWE. If they didn't realize the speciality with Dolph Ziggler, they would have never given the world title or made him Mr. Money in the Bank. I mean, he was winning matches against John Cena and Randy Orton. He was having incredible matches even if he didn't win before he had any notice given to him because of the storyline with Rusev and Lana and the individuals that were involved. Ryback. You know, it was just pathetic how WWE dealt with all this, and I think this has really been overkill. I think it's safe to say that this storyline has been overkill. This whole issue has been blown entirely out of proportion. It's forced me to speak again for the second time. And I think we really need to move on as wrestling fans, especially with WrestleMania just a few months away. Do we really want to be talking about what happened on TMZ.com because of real-life legitimate engagement between Lana and Rusev? That's their personal lives. That has nothing to do with their professional lives. And I really think we need to move on with our lives this close to WrestleMania and find something more beneficial to talk about as wrestling fans, which obviously we don't seem to have as wrestling fans anymore. We're reviewing the same sort of thing all the time. We're talking about something pathetic that happened in the way of a storyline or someone's death or someone abusing drugs or some sort of substance. We're talking about something posted on an entertainment news website, some appearance someone made for a media outlet. It's ridiculous how we're finding these pointless issues to talk about with professional wrestling. What a difference 10 years makes. We've gone all the way from The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H being in their prime to talking about TMZ news reports because we're trying to tie in the wrestling and entertainment worlds as one, which is, you know, succeeding to some point, but in other ways it's not so much succeeding because who really cares if this is a legitimate angle or not being used for professional wrestling? We've seen it time and time again. The John Cena car accident from just a few years ago, the whole Edge